and a huge welcome to you from the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards, the feel-good event of the year, where the ordinary but extraordinary people of Northern Ireland are celebrated for doing amazing things. But don't just take my word for it.
Well, tonight really is honouring ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. We have people here from all walks of life, and by their dedication, courage and determination they have helped others and they've helped make Northern Ireland a better place. These really are unsung heroes, people who have never looked for or never received recognition, and really it's really the community saying back to them, thank you.
There are those who don't seek the limelight, who never think they'll ever be in the limelight, and whose stories are inspirational, and I think that's what we're here tonight to celebrate.
It's very insightful to come to an evening like this, to hear those individual stories and to learn about, you know, other people that are living in your own community and in our own country, and just to celebrate, you know, what they've been through.
These are the people who make up Northern Ireland. These are the ones you don't see in the headlines, but they are the heroes. And the stories that we're going to hear tonight, I think they bring us all back to our roots. Yeah, very well engaged.
We're very good at giving gongs out and awards to people who perhaps, including actors, who perhaps serve the community a little less than these people we're here to honour tonight. So it's a great privilege to be back home and you know, take part and be able to pat these people on the back.
Well, I firmly believe people in Northern Ireland are some of the greatest people in the world. You know, we get people who are just so charitable, so into community, and that's one of the great things.
For it to be called the Spirit of Northern Ireland, it is so true, and it's just such an apt title because the spirit in this room is unflagging.
This is the third year of the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards, and after months of planning and nominations, the judging process is now complete. Tonight the finalists are being honoured, and 4 of them will receive special prizes in the following categories: Young Person, Overcoming Adversity, Unsung Hero and the Spirit of Northern Ireland Award. So without further ado, let's start the show, and it's over to Pamela Ballantyne and Frank Mitchell.
Welcome to the Sunday Life Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards 2012, where we celebrate and reward those special individuals who have selflessly helped others and been an inspiration to us all.
We have 15 deserving finalists, all of whom are hoping to be crowned the Spirit of Northern Ireland. In the first of 4 Spirit of Northern Ireland Award categories, we celebrate our local youth with the UTV U105 Young Persons Award. And our 5 finalists are:
Ben Allister. Inspired by his mother's battle with multiple sclerosis, teenager Ben has raised more than £23,000 for his local MS Society.
It's just about giving back to the community and helping, you know, and just like putting other people before yourself. Blaine Andrews. 15-year-old Blaine is bravely fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy and scoliosis, but still has the willpower and desire to attend mainstream school.
He's been an inspiration to us all.
Riona, Evie and Tiana O'Brien.
In 2009, my dad died, and then Mum was diagnosed in June with a brain tumour, and she's had to go through surgery.
Michelle Peacock. Aged 16 and having beaten cancer 3 times, Michelle is now writing a book about her struggle with the disease.
Ones my age ask me stuff, but they're not sure what they might be going through, so I help them with it all.
Niamh McHale. Olympic torchbearer Niamh is a shining example of someone who has turned her life around after 2 suicide attempts and a battle with depression. She now campaigns for suicide awareness.
I want to speak out so that other young people that are suffering from mental health problems know that it's okay to talk about it.
Well, before we announce the winner, let's hear what the judges had to say.
In this category we are celebrating all that is good about the youth of Northern Ireland, and we're looking for youngsters who really shine and who are an example to everyone else their age.
The entries in this category were so humbling, particularly when you take into account just how young some of these people are. And the way that they've coped with the challenges that life have thrown them is just simply astonishing.
So to be so young and to deal with so much, from a traumatic event to the serious illness of a loved one, and yet to be so brave, I just think they're inspirational, and I really think they should get all our votes.
And the winner is, or should I say, the winners are Riona, Evie and Tiana O'Brien. Congratulations, girls.
We all help out to make them tea, and my job is to comfort Mummy.
They just seem to know exactly what to do, and you know, they all have their wee roles and responsibilities.
12-year-old Riona and her younger sisters, 10-year-old Evie and Tiana, aged 8, have been helping to care for their mum Anita since she was diagnosed with a rare and incurable brain tumour in 2009. Earlier that year, the girls' firefighter dad Paul was tragically killed in a car crash.
Daddy said that he would be home to tuck us in. We had to go to bed, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning we heard the car coming and we thought it was Daddy, but it was the people to tell us that Daddy died.
Life has dramatically changed for the O'Brien sisters since losing their father, and now supporting their mum as she battles to stay alive.
I have a vision in my head, and it's of 3 little girls, and whenever Mum is at her lowest ebb and thinking this is a fight too great even for me, I just think of that vision, and that's enough to make me say no, get up and just keep going, and every day is just such a bonus. The 3 girls, they are the reason that I'm still here, and that's without a doubt.
And presenting the award to the girls are UTV Managing Director of Television Michael Wilson and TV presenter Zoe Salmon.
We were nervous but excited. We were very overwhelmed as well.
I think the first thought that came into my head was, my God, wouldn't Daddy be so proud of the 3 of them? You know, he was the first person that came into my head, and I'm sure the girls are the same. So unbelievably proud of them.
Well, now we're moving on to our second category, and it's the Specsavers Overcoming Adversity Award. And the finalists are
Henry Armstrong. His father's battle with cancer has been the inspiration behind Henry's charity work.
I started fundraising in 2004, and I'm hoping to get over the 100,000 this year.
James Baker. Despite being in and out of hospital from the age of 6 weeks, James's positive outlook and natural ability for art has helped raise £15,000 for charity. Bert Smith. Retired soldier and cancer sufferer, Bert has defied the odds to undertake a 128-mile walk from Dublin to Belfast in memory of fallen soldiers and to raise more than £22,000 for charity. Ciara Priestley.
I had suffered from breast cancer, and now I have my own business working with cancer patients, making headscarves.
Suzanne Glover. The determined Newtownards woman refuses to let her disability hold her back from living independently and studying for a degree at the University of Ulster.
Just to keep going and not let anything get in my way, really.
All very deserving finalists, but there can only be one winner. Before we reveal who that is, let's hear what the judges had to say.
In this next category, we are looking for someone who has battled against the odds, who have shown tremendous courage, and again, who are an example to others.
I think this category is particularly overwhelming because if you look at the way people are dealing with their own personal problems and limitations, but still doing a lot for other people, I think it's quite inspirational.
There are a lot of truly amazing and inspirational people in this category, but for someone who has known only illness through their life, to have set aside that and helped others makes them our winner.
And our Overcoming Adversity Award winner is James Baker.
is definitely an escape, because if I didn't have that, I'd just be sitting here waiting to go to hospital again.
He's faced a lifetime of serious health problems, including immune deficiency and septicemia. But 22-year-old James Baker from Belfast has found a love of painting has helped him cope with his illness and give something back to those who have helped treat him.
He gets up and he paints, and he loves to do exhibitions, and to be able to do something like that when you're not able to do anything else, I think is a major achievement, and he's really dedicated to it. I don't think there's anybody quite like him that could have been through so much and had so much sickness and yet has taken something positive out of it.
One of James's paintings recently raised £3,000 in an auction for the children's charity Helping Hands, and over the years auctions of his paintings have raised around £15,000.
I've always liked the thought of helping people, because I've liked the children's hospital and know what they go through in there. So if I can do that and make it better, I would like to. So that's why I always try and raise as much money as possible. Never give up. If you have a dream, that's what I always try to do. So I've just focused on the positive, not the negative.
And presenting James with his award are Northern Ireland football manager Michael O'Neill and Tony McGinn of Specsavers. Can you describe how it feels to have one?
Amazing, it's a great honour. Privilege to be a part of something like this.
And I understand that Michael O'Neill has made an approach tonight. Tell us about that.
He wants me to do a portrait of the Northern Ireland team to hang in Windsor Park, so we're really excited about that.
Coming up, we have more stories of inspiration and courage for you, plus a finalists, so don't go anywhere.
It's definitely faster than our old broadband.
We're so sure you'll love BT Infinity too. You can take our free 90-day trial and decide for yourself.
Back to the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards, where it's been an emotional but fantastic night so far as we honour the worthy finalists and winners. So far we've crowned the O'Brien sisters from Kesh in our Young Persons Award category, and Belfast artist James Baker won the Overcoming Adversity title. Now it's back to Frank and Pamela to reveal our final two winners.
Our next category tonight is for the Sunday Life Unsung Hero Award. Let's have a look at the 5 finalists.
Maeve McGoldrick. 25-year-old Maeve's heroism has taken her across the globe to Haiti, where she runs a clinic for rape victims.
I've been able to open a women's clinic in City Soleil for victims of gender-based violence.
Una Crudden.
I was diagnosed 2.5 years ago with ovarian cancer, and I'm terminally ill. I decided to make a CD and give the money to Northern Ireland Hospice. My length of time you spend on this earth, it's what you do with the time that's given to you.
Willie Gregg.
I run an education foundation in Thailand, rescuing children that had survived the tsunami, and I've been there for 7.5 years now.
Paula Delaney. She's lived through the worst sort of nightmare any parent could face, the loss of a child. But now Paula and her family are raising money for the counselling service that helped them through their darkest days. Steve Bowens. Fundraising took to the high seas when Steve and his crewmates successfully rowed 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean, all to raise money for leukemia research.
She seems to be affected by it, so it seemed a very worthwhile cause to raise money and awareness of.
Well, I'm sure, like you, I do not relish the judge's job, but let's hear what they have to say.
This next award encapsulates what these awards are all about. We are looking for the unsung hero, the ordinary person who has done an extraordinary thing, who has put others before themselves, and who has shown by their deeds why they should win this award.
This category shows that Northern Ireland's full of unsung heroes and that they're impacting people in a positive way all around the world too.
I find this category particularly overwhelming when you look at the kind of personal limitations and the issues that people are dealing with and the strength they're showing. It's truly heroic.
And the winner of the Unsung Hero Award is Maeve McGoldrick.
There is no plan in Haiti, you just go and do what needs to be done.
When news broke that a massive earthquake had hit the Caribbean island of Haiti in 2010, Fermanagh nurse Maeve McGoldrick felt compelled to help. In a bold move, she left her home and job to travel over 4,000 miles to the disaster zone.
When I first arrived in Haiti, there's a scene. I didn't really prepare myself for what I thought I was going to see. It was beyond the footage that you see on the TV. It's when you get the smell and the noises that come along with it, then it's difficult to explain to people.
Despite dangers to her own life, Maeve continued to help with the humanitarian effort. While in Haiti, the 25-year-old fended off a would-be attacker and then set up a clinic for victims of sexual abuse.
I had one particular situation that scared me a little bit. But because I knew I got my way through it, just through talking, I thought, well, you know, if I can do this with some person that wants to hurt me, whether it's through desperation, I felt that I could help. And when I was given the opportunity to work on vacation, I jumped at the chance. I haven't done it alone, I've done it with other people. These people are my friends and I'm not leaving them.
And presenting Maeve with her award for Unsung Hero is actor Charlie Lawson and Martin Breen from The Sunday Life. Maeve, tell us how you felt when you heard your name called out as the winner tonight.
Very shocked, wasn't expecting it at all. I was up against some really amazing people with amazing stories. So shocked that I didn't think I was going to win. I took my shoes off and ended up footless on stage, but very, very honoured and very excited.
Congratulations, Maeve, it's highly deserved. Before we move on to the final award category of tonight, we're going to hear from X Factor finalist, the hugely talented Amelia Lilly.
Let's go, everyone! What's it doing now? Oh, I can't breathe for the third time.
I'm so honoured to be part of this and to be even invited to sing here. You know, it just means so much to me.
These are the three bravest little girls I've ever met in my life. And I'm so honoured that they have escorted me up on this stage tonight. So thank you.
I think it's very inspiring and I think it's incredible how strong people can be.
In the last of tonight's four categories, we celebrate the Overall Spirit of Northern Ireland Award. Let's see what the judges had to say about the worthy winner.
This overall award embodies the true spirit of this event, and it is why we decided to hold this ceremony. We've all been overwhelmed by the quality of entries and touched by all of the stories we have read, but I think this winner stands out.
This person has lived through anyone's worst nightmare and on this physical sort of challenge, and yet they're still grieving. To me, they're inspirational.
And the winner of the Overall Spirit of Northern Ireland Award is Paula Delaney.
Emmy was such a huge character, you know, he was just so full of life and his absence is phenomenal.
Last year, Paula Delaney down and killed near their Belfast home.
In the early stages, you look at a day, 24 hours, you think, how am I going to get through 24 hours? I couldn't. You can't physically comprehend 24 hours.
Incredibly brave Paula ran in this year's Belfast Marathon along with her 8-year-old son Pierce and mother Pauline to raise money for New Life, the counselling charity supporting the family.
From all of a sudden, you know, a small seed of an idea, the next thing it just seemed to grow and grow, and we ended up with 7 relay teams, 30 people doing the 9-mile walk. We had 240 people. I was able to organise and plan and get everybody together.
Despite still coming to terms with the loss of her son, Paula continues to fundraise in Emmy's name.
And I know he'd be very proud of Mummy and Pierce and myself, and the fact that we all got over the finish line in the marathon and can continue to get up each day and to be there for one another is huge. Well done, Mum.
And we welcome back Martin Breen and Tony McGinn to present Paula with her award.
Against such magnificent people that are there, that have overcome such huge challenges in each of their own lives. I didn't think that I ever would have been a candidate, to be honest, to have won it, and I know Emmy would be just so proud.
What an amazing night and truly inspiring group of people. We leave you with some of tonight's most memorable moments.
You're leaving the Culloden tonight thankful